Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is Automation Empire. It's a brand new release from Dog Hoggler. For that developer, it's a fairly new developer out there. This is their third release, and this is definitely their biggest release yet. For this one, we're going to be doing a full Let's Play, and we're into episode number 1. Let's go ahead and get started. So, we have different planets to select from. That's nice. I didn't realize that there was going to be so many. So we have Split Valley, Rocky Hills, we have Craters, on the red planet, Coastline. I like Coastline because, I live near the coastline myself. Let's go ahead and try this one. So the goal is 30,000 kilograms of a 3-month weight output, meaning we're going to sell 30,000 kilograms worth of goods in less than 3 months. So we're going to go Gamer Coastline, as I'm Decathlon Gamer, and we're playing on the coastline. We will go with starter mode here initially for those of you who are new to the game, and myself new to the game. However, I have watched a few other YouTubers were given advanced keys to this game, though it is just now on release. So I have not played myself, but I have watched others. So here we go. Coastline. Build on the edge of the ocean on this lush forest planet. Don't forget about the island of oil. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and pause and get a lay of the land. So, pushing down mouse wheel changes the view. WASD here. I'm sure there's got to be something kicking in. Okay, there's our coastline, nothing else beyond that. I think that's our island of oil right there that they were just speaking of. That's coal, that's iron. That is our available resources to us. Nothing back there. Map doesn't go back that far. That's iron again. Okay. And this appears to be our area. This is all gold back here. And this is our starting area right next to the coal. Okay, so we have power. Capacity is 40 right now. We're using 4. We have a drone bay for worker robots. Looks like we have 1 worker robot right now. We have power to a single miner that is then flushing it out into a crate maker, and that's producing crates of coal. Completely unprocessed coal, which is then going to be delivered to this truck and then taken out for delivery, and as soon as it exits into the tunnel, it's processed and sold for a profit. And there's our finances. Alright, now that we've got some basics out of the way, hotkeys are not yet my friend. We'll figure out what the hotkeys are as we go along, but otherwise I get the basics on how this game is played, as you could already see from that very quick introduction. Now, our ultimate goal is to get through all this research in order to get that 30,000 kilograms of product out at any time, because it's going to take some development. This coal by itself, we're never going to get anywhere remotely close to that 30,000. So we've got to do some research. There are also research upgrades, and quite a few of them out there. I see a good 35 of them that will help us produce and sell things faster. Our finances right now, our current month's power and taxes, we've got to watch out for that because this power station, this drone, all of that spends money. So we're going to have, it looks like we have 4 ticks at 750. So it's about 3,000 a month. We'll see what we earn from this, but I'm guessing it's not going to be a whole lot. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go along. In the meantime, let's look from here. So we're already down a little bit. We'll see what that income is as it pops through. We just had our second tick of that 750. We'll get some profit coming in. Now, here is that stock market, what things are valued at. It does change. It is a little bit dynamic, but mostly it's modifiers. There you go. That was 7,000 that we brought in, so that's a lot more than what we are spending in power right now for one truckload there. This is coal. I think it's just base ore, right? Or is it? Yeah, it should just be the coal ore. Yeah, it's just the basic raw ore. So the coal ore is at 1,187. That's per crate. Each truck fits 6 crates. This is also the weights. This is where we're going to eventually get to that 30,000 capacitors. That's the good stuff. Gold fuel, steel plates. That's what we ultimately want to get to that 30,000. There's lots of recipes on taking things like coal ore and taking it, processing it, and making coal. And that's where we need to get started, other than these other factors. Mission objective. Yeah, see, right now we're getting 6 kilograms of 30,000. 3-month weight output goal for battalion. There's lots of tips. Okay, here we go. Minecarts, select the track you built and press the add button to buy some. Hotkeys that I'm interested in. Do we have a hotkey choice? No, we do not. No, we do not. Okay, that's fine. Transfer resources. Yes, I know this. Mouse over built structures. Pass. Okay, spacebar to duplicate. That's one important hotkey. Resources. Don't worry, this is only initial. After this, I do get the basics of what this game's going to be about. Research bays. Yes, yes, yes. Destroys any empty crates. Transfer clause. I know those. Okay. Alright, I think we're far enough in that spacebar is definitely one of those key things. Like, we're going to go spacebar here, and we're going to add in another. And oh my, they have a power pole right in the way. Let's see. Exit. Ooh, I don't want exit because that pulls that up. How about spacebar here? And let's go behind this. Okay, there we go. Right click. We'll take that away. How do I get rid of you? Let's sell. Right click closes. Okay, good. Now, we're going to want to actually add another while we're at it. And we need to add power to it. Let's see, where do we want to go with that power? We'll go here in between. Alright, power those up. Now, we could go direct like this, or there's other ways to do this using things like minecarts. However, let's start with a simple setup that's going to earn us some money. Now, rotate is R. Thank you. Hotkey, we want that out. And we're going to go this direction. Or do we want to keep it the same direction? No, let's go this direction. All of this will be redone very shortly, but for now. Now, inputs, you can see there's 3 ways to input. So we could actually bring it in this way. Now we could bring this one in this way. Ooh, insufficient funds, huh? Okay, that truck will be there in a minute. Go, go, go! We need some money. We're gonna need another drone. So this game, what it's going to end up doing is a constant system of evolving logistical systems over and over again until you get into a more profitable stance. So it's all about trying to earn greater and greater amounts of funds as time goes on. Now, this is far from an efficient system the way it's set up right now. And actually, before even expanding this, right now, the biggest thing holding me up is the drone. So let's see, where are drones available? Because we need that. There it is. Oof, 4,000. The drone bay can hold 4 drones, so we can hire 3 more. And we will do that the moment that is possible. Once this truck escapes, we'll have enough to get maybe 2, except for now we're in the negative. So we're only going to get 1 initially. So it takes just a little bit of time to get things off and rolling, but then you're just in this constant evolution where you're expanding, and you're trying to earn more money, do more research to unlock new technologies as you get further and further and get closer to that goal of 30,000. Okay, now that 7,000 we bring in is going to bring us more funds, but of course right away we're going to get a second drone on the go. And that's going to, again, I'm going to go ahead and get the next 2 drones before investing in anything else. And actually at this point, so here's the thing, everything that you buy, you get back what you spend on it. So we're going to undo that one for now. Take that money back, and that's going to free us up to actually make moves a little bit faster. So now that's going to give us 4 drones. And still have money left. We're going to start picking those up earlier. Are you on drone priority? Let's go. There we go. We could actually set this one to medium. They can go for that one first. Finally, they start dipping into that. Now, here's the new problem. Logistically, we've got a full truck and we've got drones with nothing to do. So, let's see, this should be roadway here. We need a road pit stop. Now, unfortunately, these can't overlap. I couldn't put one here next to this, so we can go further down the line. And we'll set that to a medium priority. This one should already be set to high. It is good. So now they'll stay active, and this should start bringing in more money quickly and give us a chance to evolve this system a bit from where it is. So let's start with, let's expand this out a little bit. So now it can hold more than just 2 crates at a time. Now there's a lot of things that are going to unlock but aren't available just yet. And that's going to be that tricky thing. So as these drones step all over each other, they're going to fill this one up, it's going to go off, and then now they're going to head down here. But here we are again, already in a hurry up and wait scenario. So we might as well invest a little bit and unlock the next one, which we can't do until these trucks clear out, but might as well. This comes with the 10,000 overhead, but beyond that, there is nothing else that it's going to impact us on. It's not going to hurt us in any way to have a 3rd truck waiting. So money's going to start flowing a little bit better. So there we go. And now I think we can begin turning our attention to something like this. But we're going to have to feed it. And that's going to be the tricky part. So it processes 20 crates before research points become available. Going to cost us 200 per month, which is not bad. But we're going to need coal in there to start getting that research going. This could be the way to do that, as we're not using this one much. Or we can establish the third one and go straight into it. I think that could be the point we're at now. So let's go ahead and pull this up. We will pull that one now. And I guess we could do it away from that system. That's probably a wise thing. Ooh, Q changes. Oh, nice. Okay, Q changes which one you have queued up. I like that. Now, I don't know quite how this research is going to work. What do we need? Can we go directly into it? Yes, we can. Okay, so we are directly feeding into this now. And meanwhile, this is going for sale. And you can see we are getting slightly into that third, so that's good. Now it takes 20 crates worth before this actually fills up. So it does take a little bit of time, but we'll let that go. So research on the move. Feel like we could already use more drones so that we can increase our funding over time, but these crate makers are only going to do so much. I think I need to refine this process. But we're going to need quite a bit of money before we can. Oh, we can't even get into trade tracks yet. Oof. What we could do is hire more drones. Fill things up quicker. Can't turn this yet. We can bring it all the way to here. That brings it a little bit closer and also leaves it more room to stay full. And look at that. Rolling right on into the third truck now. I like it. I like it. Temporary negative balance, but we're coming along. Yeah, look at that. Already completely full. Ooh, 6,700. Value's coming down, isn't it? It is. Basic ore is already down to a 15% bonus. I think we've hit, what, 72 kilograms. We got a ways to go, people. We got a ways to go, but that's okay. We are definitely making that money. Now, this is the research. These lights are yellow. That means it's working. It'll turn green once you pass this point, meaning it's collectible. It does not fill up until you get to here, but once you can collect that research, then it applies to your research points. Becomes available for completing research, which that's your research currency. That's a research currency. Everything else is your financial currency. Your buildings, your upgrades of that nature. Now, of course, this game, if you haven't ever tried it, or if you have tried it and you've probably already recognized that there's a lot of similarities between this and Factorio. So this is where that gets a lot of attention. Now, Factorio, in general, is a much deeper game than this one ultimately is. The difference is the top-down 2D view versus this 3D view. This is coming in with that. Of course, Satisfactory also has a similar nature to that 3D, a little more interactive in that one than this one. That's a lot. Both of those are bigger titles in terms of budget. Now, of course, Factorio didn't start as a big title in terms of budget. So this is a game that, even though it is just out on full release, it's a small company. And the bigger the game gets in terms of financial success, the bigger the company is going to get, and I'm sure there's going to be updates to this game over time, and it's going to add to the depth. And as the depth gets bigger, this could become a very large title in the world of sim management. There's definitely titles out there that have become quite large in that area, like Factorio. And there's a lot of potential for this game. Some of the systems are very basic in terms of there's only one way to do it. But as you get deeper and deeper, processing, combining things, there's more and more and more that can be done. Like right now, we can't even turn a corner with this conveyor belt. But financially, we're coming along. We're hitting our first research mark here pretty soon. And we've got a little bit of money to spend, so let's see what, if anything, could we do. I know we could get another drone bay. We could get 4 more drones. We're nowhere near maxing this one out. I mean, we're getting all the way through this one, but we're barely tapping into our second resource right now. And power-wise, we've got to be well below, 13 of 40. But maybe another drone is the way to go right now, because it will speed up the process. So let's do it. Okay, that should tap into things a bit quicker, speed up our early money-making abilities, and could and should get us going on this research a bit faster. Now we're actually maxing out content, so I think we could actually almost peel off of here. How are you guys doing on that? You're at 0 of 10. You're at 0 of 10, so they are going at their max speed. I don't want to take away from the research, but if you're at 10 of 10, it means you're producing faster than this is, meaning I could actually afford another lab. Oopsie. Don't do what I just did. You need to connect it first. That'll happen a time or two. There we go. Ooh, and our first round is ready to collect. There we go. Now we have some research points. Let's see what, if anything, can we do with this. It takes 20,000 to research the refiner factory, and we do have that, so there you go. We have a refiner factory now available. So that's going to free things up. This is the factory. And your processing of systems, most of it's going to have to take place inside. Let's see if this is something that can actually be done outside. I've not tested this. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's worth a shot. Like I've already said, these are things that, okay, must be built inside. Must be built inside. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We need a factory. And we're going to build our first one here. It doesn't need to be large. Oh, can't build there because these guys are in the way. Let's pause while they're out of the way. Now, that makes for a tiny factory. However, we're not going to need much for what we're going to do with this one. Make it a little bit bigger though. 16,000. All right, here, this is our first factory, and we need a doorway. Can you be lined up for me? No? No, you won't line up for me. Oh, sad. So sad that it doesn't want to line up here. So how do I deal with that? Okay, well, I know we're going to need an exit point as well. Well, let's go ahead and unpause, keep things going. We're going to need money to do what we're about to do here. Transfer tubes are available now, but no, that's train tracks. Ah, there we go. Mine tracks are available. It's going to be time to utilize that. Well, let's set up our system first inside here. Ooh, hello. Shortcut! Now, we're going to need... I know we could feed 3 refiners from a single belt line. So let's... And there's 2 belt lines coming in. But we're going to need space for there. And then... So 1, 2, and we'll set up 3 initially. This is smaller than I thought it would be. I knew I made a small factory, but this is a really small factory. Okay, we'll get 1. Oh, I can't split this off yet, can I? Oh no! Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take back our funding here and repurpose it. No. Transfer tube, we want an out tube. Over there. I'll learn where all these things are. Okay, just realize that the system here is not yet fully fleshed out. So, until I unlock some things. So we're going to want a transfer tube up. Rotate. Yes, going that way. Going that way. You're cheap. We can afford you right now. We'll get the crate maker when we can afford it. And we're going to need... Oh, can't go on the turn. Okay, the door is in the wrong place. My bad. We need a door right there. Okay, we're going to want this to be able to go past. Realized we are on pause, aren't we? No, we're not. You guys are just waiting for crates. You're waiting for crates. We need to let some of these guys go. No, we don't. No, we don't. Add cart. No funding, but here we go. Here we go. We're almost there. And we're going to have enough funding here in just a moment. Okay, so we're using minecarts. That's going to fill these up. These crate makers, and then they're going to process the coal ore into coal. But we need an output, so I need a truck, and there's none on the way just yet. And all these drones, let's fire a couple of you guys. Can we? We'll hire it back. This will take care of that money. That back down to 1. We'll be taking this off in a little bit, and I'm going to have to redo the tracks. But we'll start processing all this coal. There we go. Now let's get conveyor, conveyor, oh conveyor. There we go. Load station, unload station. Oh, why aren't you processing anything? There it is. Okay. Okay, so this is now processed coal, and we definitely want to get this out. Oh, the trucks are all mixed. Okay, we're going to finish these trucks off, and as soon as we do, we're going to change the priorities. We want to get these 3 trucks out of here, but they don't go until they're actually sold. So this one, finish it off for us, and then they'll start picking these up with the next truck. There it goes. So we want coal. So the next one coming in should pick up the coal instead of the coal ore. These will go finish off the last 2 trucks, and then we'll switch those as well. And then we'll be canceling this production and going into what we have here in the coal ore, or the refined coal. Sorry, priority. There we go. That helps. Game's a little nitpicky about a few things. Like I said, it's you would think it would be automatic when you set up a system that it's gonna start using it, but it doesn't. I actually think these will mix, won't they? Either way, let's start changing this over, because you already have what you need. They only need 1 more. It's already on the way. Okay, and now we're going to convert this one to join the party. Let's do it this way. Transfer tube out. Okay, and we're going to need tracks. And we're going to need to change the track system through here to be able to run past this point. Go. Okay, so that'll fill in there. Now we've just got to figure out how to connect this up. This is going to be a little bit trickier. Oh, okay, the S-track is available. Good. And let's pause here. Where'd it go? Cart. S-track. Oh wow, this is really cutting it close. Let's back off a little bit here, and I think we might have to move this power pole as well. Go. Power's restored. We're going to have to delete a little bit of this. There we go. Okay, now we can unpause, and we're going to need crate maker. There we go. So our simple system for coal is looking good. Now we need to go in and claim some research here and see what we can do now. Unlock step conveyors. Okay, wow, that was quick. Nice. So improved conveyor belt is ultimately what we're getting out of that one. We're also going to need a doorway. Oh, is that going to work though? From there? No, it's not. Unless we put... Yeah, see, it won't let me get that last one. Will let me get the first one though. It's close enough for now. That'll work. Just a starter system. So we're selling the coal now instead of the coal ore. That's a step in that right direction, right? The coal ore is under 1,000. The coal 1,600 per crate. So much better return on that one. In terms of the balance, excuse me, bringing in much better bit. And we're up to 276 kilograms, which is still nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's a lot of research. So we're not going to get anywhere in there yet. But we have, let's see, combiners 500,000. That is getting to 1,500 kilograms in a 3-month to get to the claw trains. So we got a lot of work to do before we get into anything else, anything new. So we're going to have to take a look, see what is available, and expand from here. But before I get into anything like that, I think this is a good stopping point for the end of this very first episode. What we have now is we have a basic system up and running. We're acquiring research. We're acquiring funds. Our funds are growing, not rapidly, but it's going to go up a lot faster now. It looks like we're getting 10,000 for every truckload, and the trucks are rolling out pretty quickly now. So it looks like we could do even more than we are at this moment. But either way, we are definitely bringing in at least a little bit of funds to get us off and rolling. We could try to make that more efficient, maximize it a little bit, make that system a little bigger. We have a whole lot of new things to start playing with here. But ultimately, we're kind of into the same area. Transfer clause available now. We've got the step conveyors that we can start turning corners and doing things like that. And that's going to make a big, big difference for us. Because we can now actually get into a factory and save some money, because these crate makers are expensive. They cost us $1,200 per month, and they're $15,000 each. The refiners, cheaper in terms of what they're going to cost us, both upfront and monthly. And one of these can feed 3 of these in time. So we're going to set ourselves up for an improved system, but that's going to take a new factory. And then we'll have to kind of feed into that one. So we're going to go from there, probably build a new factory, make the system more efficient, increase the amount of funding that we're able to bring in. And let's see, how are you doing? Are you... Okay. So you're down to 2 of 10 on contents, but you are keeping up with the research at least. So we'll keep those 2 active in the short term. Claws, trains, none of that's open yet, but we could add more pit stops. We could turn the road. So we could actually make one big long road down through this area to get towards more coal, towards iron, and start bringing that in. What does iron bring in terms of funding? Iron ore as a basic, not much more than the coal. What about processed iron? It's a little bit more than the coal, but it's still nothing fancy just yet. But we definitely do have more coal on our hands. Yeah, I think we're just about keeping pace, actually. So really, it's just a matter of thinning this system out. So we'll see. That'll be into the next episode as we expand and make our first system here more efficient, try to earn some more money, and then I think we might turn the road, head off another direction, and maybe try to exploit more resources. We can stick with coal for now. We can maybe jump into the iron as well. But then we're not that far away. There's the gold, and the gold by itself. The base for gold. Where are you? There it is, gold ore. Definitely worth more. And basic processed coal. It's all a step in that right direction. So I think we're going to try to go around and exploit some more resources. So we might take the road and loop it around. But the only downside to doing that is you're losing the direct connection of it's out of the way and through the exit, and you collect the money. But I think in the long term, a whole bunch of trucks on the road. Ooh, no, that's actually not a good thing, because it takes a long time for the trucks to get out, and you don't get a new truck until this truck leaves the area. Things to consider. Like maybe there's an argument to bring everything to this area versus just letting them run along the road. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this first episode, and we've got more research to collect. Hooray, hooray. There's another 40,000. But it's going to take some time to build this up. Funds are coming along. Hit 100,000 research points starting to come along. But there's the basics. There's your start. And it's all up from here. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button so this series can get a decent start, and we can keep this going for a long time coming. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.